Boy Scout motto is be prepared, and that's good advice for a hunter. When I head to the field, I want to show you the products that I like to take with me, and I'll give you a little bit of reason why. Now, before we get started, I want to point out too that depending upon the time of year, the conditions, and what I'm hunting, these products are going to vary a little bit, but for the most part, just about everything here is in my backpack all the time. Now, so, I want to start out and say backpack. Make sure and pick a good quality backpack, one that is that's comfortable to wear, one that'll hold quite a bit of weight, and that's got good buckles on it. Just a good, comfortable quality backpack, because you may need to tie some stuff on the back of it if you're successful to pack it out. All right, let's start back over here. Now, if you're a bow hunter or you're a gun hunter and you get up in a tree, you'll always want to make sure and have a good rope with you, and that's to carry your gear up. You never know when you walk up to a tree, if you don't have it, if they haven't left one there, you better have a good rope. I carry a bungee cord with me too, in the event that I need to tie off a head or antlers, whatever, on the back of my backpack. I can do that with the rope and the bungee cord, and it does a really good job. As far as flagging tape goes, I love carrying flagging tape, and this is especially good if you're tracking a wounded animal on a blood trail. You can put this up, hang it on a tree, and you can really determine the direction and the angle in which that animal is running. Deer calls. You know, I love calling deer. It doesn't work all the time, but when it works real well. So I like to carry a grunt call, and I'll carry a bleat. Okay. As far as knives go, these knives are in my backpack all the time, no matter what I'm hunting. I like to carry a fixed blade knife. It allows me to do a lot of serious hard work with it. I can do a lot more with this than I can with this little folding blade knife, but the folding blade knife has its place as well. So I carry two different kinds of knives with me. You know, if you a lot of people wind up taking the pelvis of an animal, an elk, a deer, an antelope, and busting it or sawing through it, and that's fine too. But with this little blade right here, you're able to actually cut around the butt and pull it out, and it does a really good job. Always make sure and have a good flashlight with you. When you head to the stand or head out of the stand, you better have good batteries as well. So a good quality flashlight. They sell lots of cheap ones on the market. Pick a good one. I just like carrying a poncho. You never know when you're going to need it. I'll carry a thing of water with me, not just because if I get thirsty, but also if I want to wash my hands after field dressing an animal. Scent killer. You've seen me using scent killer for 10 years or more, and it's a great product. It helps eliminate human odor, and I'll carry it in the stand with me, and I use it all the time. I like to use this right here. It's just smoke. It's a little powder, and it'll help you determine the wind direction. I always like to hunt with the wind in my face, and so this little smoke really helps. Lens cleaner. I like taking some lens wipes to keep not only my rifle scope clean, but my binoculars or my rangefinder clean. Light sticks. I mean, these light sticks come in so handy if you wind up shooting a deer late at night and you're out in the field, and all you can do is field dress it, put your tag on it, and then hike out, put some light sticks hanging from a tree or from a bush, and you can find your game real quick. As far as a license tag kit goes, I like carrying this right here. It's got a little string on it to put it on the antlers. It's got a little pouch and a ballpoint pen. I can put my license in there, and once I shoot an animal, I fill it out, hang that off the antlers, and I'm totally legal. I just like carrying a tape measure, and that tape measure is just cool because when I go back to camp and say, hey, that deer had a 20-inch spread or whatever, so I know for sure. You'll notice this little folding saw. A folding saw is essential for me because I do a lot of walking in areas, a lot of hunting in areas that I really haven't ever been in before. Maybe somebody hadn't hunted in there in the last year, and there may be a limb or two that needs to be trimmed, hanging on the tree, so I've got a good shooting lane. So that folding saw works real well. Always carry some toilet paper with you. Worth its weight in gold, as you well know, if you got to do some paperwork. GPS. I love carrying a GPS with me. It's just, for the most part, I pretty much know the area where I'm going in and going out, but in the event that I've got any question whatsoever, a good quality GPS is going to get me in and out, and I won't have to call somebody to come get me. The next thing is a fire starter. No matter what time of year, even if it's warm and I don't need a fire, I may not need a fire to keep warm, but I may need a fire for somebody to find me. So I like always carrying a fire starter. I'll be carrying snacks with me all the time because you never know, you may be out late at night cleaning an animal if you got lucky. I like to carry a book if I'm going to sit all day long too. You'll notice ammo, extra ammo. Although we never expect to miss or never expect to need extra ammunition, it's always a good idea to carry it. Quality pair of binoculars, a real good rangefinder with some good fresh batteries. You'll notice I've got some fresh batteries taped on here just in case I need them. If it gets cold, I like carrying a little hood with me and a little neck sweater, and also an extra pair of gloves. Never know when you need this stuff, but this is pretty much what I like to carry with me to the stand every single time I go. I hope you found it helpful, and I'd like to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with your friends. If you got a question or comment, just go ahead and post it below and we'll get back with you.